All right, so welcome to 72 Sunrise in Duxbury, Vermont. I'm with the listing agent, Doug Mosel. Mosel, correct?
Mosley, it's fine.
Mosley, I'm sorry.
It's fine. No,
Doug
no
Mosley. So we're on like 1.9 acres.
Yep. So the rundown is it's 1.9 acres. In the backyard, you'll see about an acre of land. The other 0.9 are kind of up the hillside. The tree line to the east and to the north are the property lines, and then it goes up into the woods. 3-bedroom septic system, permitted for 3 bedrooms. You can see when you look at the house, the original house, and then there's a little 16-foot addition, 16 by 22. When they did the addition, not this owner, not the previous owner, it was like 2 owners ago. They basically converted the second floor to have 3 full bedrooms, and so the downstairs bedroom they converted into a sort of an office / bedroom space, which you'll see. So it's still a 3-bedroom house, but it kind of functions like a 4-bedroom house.
Okay.
The addition has a full cellar under it, the main house just a crawl space.
The 4th bedroom being the one that's downstairs.
Downstairs to the far end of the house.
All right.
So that's pretty much it. I'll let Mark do a walk through the house, and
all right. Should I go around back, or should I
go around back, because that's where the mudroom is anyways.
Sounds good.
He doesn't use the front door, so there's not really a walkway there. But,
typical New England front door.
Right, yeah. So,
with a well-fortified basketball hoop.
Yeah, no, I think this is the result of having teenagers and lots of rocks around the property. So you send that probably got backed in.
Yeah, I would think so. I will say this this paver walkway is pretty nice for having no gravel, and
yeah, for sure.
It's kind of nice and rustic looking.
Yep, good backyard. You know, this is the majority of the majority of this part of the property is nice and level. There's a couple trees down which will get removed.
Okay.
They just came down in the winter, and he's busy. He's got kids graduating. He's got a wedding. He's buying a house. He's selling a house.
They reside here full time?
He is full time. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. And that's like a little. What is that little platform?
I think is a tree house that ran out of steam, and then the kids got older, and it never got completed.
Okay.
So if there's kids coming, it's a good start.
Somebody was watching the Treehouse Master there. That guy Nelson.
Yeah, right.
Got inspired. All right, so nice little landscaping and very natural looking stone. Roof, do you have any idea how old the roof is?
It's previous owner, but it's in good shape for the most part. So
okay.
It's definitely newer than the roof on the garage. It's definitely a little bit older.
And then that vent up there, is that the main one? That's a wood stove?
It's a wood stove, and then the one to the left is the furnace. So it's forced hot air, upstairs, downstairs, and then wood stove in the addition.
All right, cool. All right, I will go ahead and take a look. Thank you so much, Doug. Appreciate it.
I'll go to the far door.
Go to the far one, okay. So all wood. All wood. Okay, so coming in, we have a mudroom. With a good-sized coat closet here. And it looks like a little, maybe access to a bathroom or some plumbing maybe. And then as I circle around, that'll get you to the basement. So why don't we start with the main house first though. And I will take a listing sheet, I didn't bring one. So just over 2,000 square feet, 2,088. Cherry cabinetry. Formica tops, but kind of nice with the wood on the edge. A little handmade tile backsplash, a little Mexican theme going on here. So there's a pass-through over there into the living room. Let's see, dishwasher right there, microwave up on the counter. You know, nicely made doors. Little patina on them, a little wear, but not bad at all. Just trying to figure out if these have a mechanism on them, but they do not. But they're nice quality kind of wood. Could use a little finishing in places, like right there under the sink. So sink is sort of a double. Five-burner gas range. I'm assuming this vent's outside, but I don't see a vent going up, so we'll take a look at that. So this is the front door that you never use. So this is tile here, and then pine in the kitchen. See a duct over there. That's gonna take us upstairs. And so this is like an office space. So we do have 3 bedrooms up. Pocket door that doesn't want to open for me, so I'm going to slide through. So using this as a bedroom down here. There's an artiste in the house. So this, just look at the windows here. This is single pane with a storm on the outside. This is a vinyl floor, a floating floor, closet with no door. And that's a thermal window there, so that got swapped out at some point. Space underneath the stairs without a door. Oil shut off right there, or fuel shut off. Stackable washer dryer. This is a full bath here. So we've got 2 full baths in the house. This is a one-piece tub and shower unit. Just checking windows as I go. Right, that is a thermal window there. Okay, so we've circled around that way. We're back to the foyer mudroom. So let's go into the living room. Definitely a musician. Big wood stove, a lot of natural pieces here, you know. Likes working with the stones, which is a nice rustic look. It's a big dining table in here. And then we've got sliders right here. So out here, we've got sort of a different era windows. These are thermal windows. And again, this was an addition, so we'll check the dates of that. So this looks like the main carrying beam down the house. So one would think you could open this up if you wanted, put a island to separate. Okay, so heading on upstairs. So another full bath. This has tile. Little bit minimal headroom. Right where I'm standing now is just about 5'10". So the pitch of the roof here going down. So, it's about 5 feet right over there. Tile. Some fairly tired looking Berber here. Some carpeting here. That is the only closet in this room. So not big, but it does go back over there. So it literally goes to the end of the wall. But that is the one for this room. No, I didn't notice, but this has kind of just a frosted glass bifold door. Whole house fan, which they'll probably turn on today. That's the way it's been. It's a little warmer upstairs for sure. So why don't we go this way first? Okay, so this is a little bit more of a master here, I guess. Yeah, all right. So that's good. So a lot more storage in this room here. Looks like some kind of knee wall storage over here. Not really sure how that opens, but there is a hinge on that, so you can get in there. Thermal windows. So most people are definitely doing some flooring here. Noticing a couple of little cracks in the ceiling. I don't know if it's from taping or what, but this is sort of a nail pup right there. This is a bigger, newer window here. So this is all above the addition, so that's when this room got added. Yeah, decent though. And then one more room over here. So that door's seen better days. It's almost like an antique door that they put on here. You know, there's some trim work that has to get done, some painting. Some things on the ceiling. And here's another little crack here. Looks like sort of some taping issues. And the addition would be, I assume it starts right here. And this appears to be a pocket door. Yeah. Doesn't have a handle on it. So there's a pocket door there. Okay, so 3 bedrooms up, and then one you can use down.
Sorry to interfere.
Oh, you're fine. They have a whole house fan, it looks like, upstairs.
There is a whole house fan. I was running it earlier until I realized that it was cooler inside than it was outside.
So shut it down.
So we shut it down.
But tonight, turn that baby on. All right, so we're heading down the basement. So there is the pipe for the wood stove that's in the living room. That's what we see up when we were outside. We saw that one big chimney, metal chimney. So this looks like a propane-fired hot water tank with a pretty fancy little ducting. I haven't seen one done quite like that before, but it makes sense. I'm not sure what these lines are. This must be for the well. There's 2 of them. So, moderately dry in here. Smell a little dampness though. And this is a bulkhead here. So we'd like to see. So that's just a regular old bulkhead. So you could definitely do something better with that. And just putting the foam over it. There's some of your ducks up in the bays there. They have these like pretty solid flooring, 2x12s up here with blocking. That's pretty good. This is a sump pump over here. It's got a little bit of water in it. So that's ejecting out right there. Some insulation in the bays and along the sills. Electric panel, 100 amp. Ductwork. So you do have a little bench over here. So this is crawl space over here. So there's your heating system. On blocks. They have some vapor barrier on the ground. There's your pressure tank for your well. There's where your septic's going, that side. Furnace looks definitely newer. There's a water filter up top there. And there's some kind of a duct over there that's just open. Not sure what that's doing. Oh, and there's some stairs, some stairs over there that get you into that portion of it. I'm not wondering where those are. There's a light switch in there somewhere, but I don't see it. So, gives you a pretty good sense of it. some kind of a little channel that's been cut on the edge. So the original house, I guess, did not have a well, it just had the crawl. And then the new portion, when they did it, they put the full basement in that section, I believe. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Pretty substantial concrete wall here too, but you can see where it's been cut, and then the side facing us has the black material, like the tar material, so that was up against the ground before the addition got put in. Figure out where those stairs are. I'm thinking that they might be right here. Doug, are you still here? I'll ask him outside, but there is a little secret passageway into the crawl space. It must be underneath the stairs over there. Oh, and this is interesting, the way they have this counter going up to the window, and it's like cut in a little bit so you don't have to drop the counter height down right here. And they did that over here too. And these are new windows, mullions on the inside. I don't think I need my flashlight anymore. Yeah, so that's, you can see where they took out the old window, put in the new, and put new trim on. So, I think that's a pretty good look at the house. This is probably not the fire code exactly as it sits. I don't know, it has a shield on the back. Might be pretty close. It's on big pavers, and then they put the stone around it and make it look natural. All right, let's go take a peek outside one more time. Okay, so the crawl was the original, and then the new park.
The crawl space is under the main original part of the house, and then the addition has the full cellar.
It looks like there's a little staircase over in that crawl. Is that maybe a little hatch under the stairs going up?
My guess is that was the original access.
Yeah.
Because you notice that there's the furnace switch.
Yes, up above.
Right above there. So I'm guessing that there used to be a hatch there, but then
Right.
when they put the addition on, they just stopped using the hatch, and then when they put the new floors in, they probably just covered right over it.
Okay.
Be my guess.
So, when did you come on? Just...
Yes. Well, it came on Wednesday night, but showings began today.
Showings began today. All right. And you've been busy over here.
We had 11 showings today, plus you.
Okay.
And then we have 12 showings tomorrow and 3 on Monday so far.
Okay.
And we're not setting a hard deadline, but I think that what Bruce would rather do is give everybody a chance to see the property, not probably really consider any offers before, Tuesday.
Okay.
So we've basically been suggesting that if people want to make an offer to, submit it by like 5 o'clock Tuesday, we'll contract date 5 o'clock Wednesday. That should pretty much give everybody a chance to think about it, decide what they want to do, and make an offer or not make an offer. And
did you say that he had a place to go already, or has he worked that out? Do you have any kind of a schedule on closing?
They're in the process of selling 2 houses. So he's getting married. He's in the process of selling his house. She's selling her house. They're buying a house together. They've got kids graduating in a couple of weeks. They've got, it's like kind of
a lot of pieces.
So I think ideally they'd like to stay through the summer. But, I think for most people, I don't think it would be easy for him to move quickly, but I think a normal timeline would be reasonable.
Like more of an 8-weeker as
Yeah.
opposed to a 6 or 7.
Yeah, he'd probably prefer that. But he basically said it's not a deal breaker if somebody needs to get in, in 6 or 8 weeks rather than 8 or more. That's fine. I don't think he could probably do it much quicker than that.
Oh, okay.
Unless it was like a lease back situation or something like that.
Okay.
We hadn't really talked about that, but I suppose if somebody wanted to close quickly and let him stay here for 2 months with an agreement, that would probably be fine too.
Okay.
That might actually work better for him. We didn't directly talk about that, but
It'd be nice to have flexibility from his standpoint.
yeah, sure.
And have they identified their new house or?
They had, but it didn't work out,
So they're still looking.
Yeah, they're still looking.
All right. Well, I think my folks have flexibility with that if they were interested. So I'll send over the video. And then this land over here next door, is that just...
I don't actually know what that land is.
All right. I have the Onyx Hunt app, so I'll kind of
Probably-
see who owns it.
Probably is. No, this lot is about this. That lot's like an acre. That's lot 1. That's the one that shares the well with this property.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, yeah, I saw 2 lines in the basement, like 2 water lines.
yeah.
Is that because they're feeding off of the same pressure tank, or do you know how that works?
I don't know how that works actually.
Because there's 2...
Usually,
There's
yeah, I
2
saw that.
lines. You did,
I
yeah.
saw that. Usually they would probably not be the same pressure tank, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, that's not the best way. Then it's like, would
No.
you please give me $11 a month for electricity? So
Yeah, I don't think there's much of an expense to it. I think it's just the pump comes off of this property. I don't know what that other thing. Maybe it's the old water line from the old well. I don't know.
And it was just always that way. They always had a shared well.
Yeah, that's correct. And since he's been here, he replaced the well pump a few years ago. But I think it was always a shared well. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was not uncommon. So this house was built in '76 by Green Moss Builders. They built a ton of properties in the valley in the '70s, and they were all kind of like this. They were all, in fact, I live in a Green Moss Cape
That's funny.
that doesn't have an addition on it. It was built the same year. So,
Oh, cool.
and almost everything, foundation, footprint, house is very, very similar. And I'm on a shared well too. I think it was just the way they did development. If there was enough water, it made the septic easy. And, in my house, we don't have a water line for our neighbor coming into our house.
You don't. It's just they have their own line
They get
that
their own
comes
line,
out of the
yeah.
well. They have their own pressure tank. That would be the neat way to do it.
Yep.
All right. Fantastic. I'll go check out the garage. And thanks so much for your time.
No problem at all.
Appreciate
Happy
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go run through, turn off some lights. And if you have any questions, just give me a shout when I get out.
Will do. Absolutely. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too.
All right.
Access to the garage, by the way, there's a storage space above it, and the access is behind the garage. So you walk up these steps here, and you can get into the top of the garage.
You walk up.
So if you walk up these little steps here,
Oh, okay. I didn't see those.
behind the garage, there's a door into the top part. It's
Okay.
just storage, but you can get it.
Sounds good. All right, so here's our garage. That's a decent space. It is a truss roof, but the whole center is usable, and it's good height. This could be more than just a little storage thing if you wanted it to be. If I can go this way, probably bushwhacking. All right. There's your propane tank. Funny how they have those notches up there. Not sure why. So there is a sub panel out here. So this has electricity, and you've got 2 auto openers. You've got a concrete floor that's a little chipped up right here. But besides that, it looks pretty good. No cracks that I can see. And then it looks like it's staying pretty dry in here too. Yeah. Solid building. So why don't I shoot down here? So it's a nice low maintenance lawn. It's basically like moss. Not a lot of mowing involved here. So there's the neighbor over there. I don't believe there's any covenants up here, but I'll have to check. So there's power right there. And it's all underground to the house from there, so that's nice. Got little beds in the front. So I think that's a good look.